My Yasha Allah, Yahawah, Allah Hayanawa, Yahawah, Achad, Shema Yasha Allah, Yahawah, Allah Hayanawa, Yahawah, Achad, Shema Yasha Allah, Yahawah, Allah Hayanawa, Yahawah, Achad. Rocket Yahawah, Rocket Yahawah Sai, Rocket Yahawah, Rocket Yahawah Sai, Rocket Yahawah, Rocket Yahawah Sai, Bahasram Hahakodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. I'm Zahar, spirit and lawyer. And today I want to go into a live stream entitled Yahawah's Beautiful Planet. Yahawah's Beautiful Planet, Anthocyanins. So I have Anthocyanins in parentheses because I had this on my spirit. All right. And what I wanted to get into concerning anthocyanins as to what they were and what they do. All right. An anthocyanin is an antioxidant and it's powerful, all right, in fighting cancer, type 2 diabetes, all right, diseases dealing with inflammation, all right. Now, this is not to replace your daily regimen prescribed to you by your doctor. You know how that goes, okay? But, you know, you do your research and you find out that anthocyanins is an antioxidant. And once again, it's powerful in preventing cancer, fighting viral infections, helping prevent type 2 diabetes, all right, helping fight against diseases that causes inflammation. All right, now where's anthocyanins found? All right, in a lot of fruit that's colored, or fruit or vegetables that's colored purple, red, blue, those rich colors, those bold colors. But I would like to call those Garden of Eden colors. All right, you have red cabbage or purple cabbage. It's that color because of the antioxidant called anthocyanin. All right. See, Esau likes to paint a picture of the planet Earth after he destroyed it, and he wants to make that outcome normal. All right. Corn is supposed to be purple. All right. Original corn was purple. It was different colors, man. Same thing with carrots. All right, carrots was different colors, man. Or you could go to certain stores, maybe Whole Foods, all right, and they have carrots that's white or red or purple. All right. But Esau likes to paint this Sesame Street picture of the planet Earth, like it's just everything is basically leprous. That's just me using my own vernacular, all right? But if you strip something of its vital nutrients, if you bleach it, you strip it of its pigment. When you look on the back of certain ingredients, it says bleached flour. Now, what happens when you take human pigment and you bleach it? They look like a fucking leper. They look like a fucking leper. So I'm using my own words. I speak as a man, but a lot of this food that Esau gets a hold to, a lot of the flour, the bread, he bleaches it so it's stripped of its melanin, right, or its pigment, but he wants to make that outcome normal, like how he does himself. Like eggs in a dairy department are supposed to come from hens, all right, that's out in the pasture, and they're out in the pasture eating little critters, and the critters darken their egg. When they eat the critters, all right, the content within the critters, the insects that they eat, it darkens up their eggs. You see, but we thought eggs were white, all right. But so Esau takes the altered version of the earth after he puts his hands in it, and he makes that become the new normal, all right. But going back to anthocyanins and food that has anthocyanins in it, such as the berry family, a lot of berries. Berries is rich black rich red, blue, all right, purple. You got eggplants. You got red cabbage. All right. You got that purple potato. That's Yahawah'S colorful planet, man. All right, but those are medicines. If you look at what anthocyanins do, okay, and you look at what has it, that's the medicine. Now, after the flood, we could no longer just rely on food, all right, for medicine. That's why the Most High gave us herbs, all right. The book of Psalm, is it 104? It goes into, or is it Psalm 103? Herbs for the service of man, okay. But you have to remember, food was the medicine, and medicine was the food. And food is the medicine, and medicine is the food. But also now, herbs come from the ground. It's those roots, all right? All right? Certain plants, you know? But, see, in this age we live in, you know, us being stoics and men of who desire discipline, oftentimes we associate pleasure with a vice or something that's not good for you. But in Yahawah's beautiful planet, all right, the pleasure was medicine. The pleasure was a benefit. The pleasure had perks to it. All right, so when you ate an apple, when you ate an orange, when you ate berries, you ate pineapple, not only did it give you pleasure, all right, but it also gave you the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients to replenish you. All right, and because we are a people that are made of water, we come from water, all right. It tells you in Genesis 1, all right, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature, the living creature, and we came forth of the waters, and we're mostly comprised of water. It only makes sense that the original food on this planet has a high water content. All right. Now, are we in a time where we exclusively eat fruit? Not anymore. But in the beginning, it was so. All right. But it makes sense that these bodies need foods that hydrate us. All right. All right. We need living waters, and even the water that we buy is supposed to be living water. You know, the water that we buy is flat. You know, Esau zapped it with something. Even the herbs, Esau zaps it, so it loses its potency. Because you have to remember who's in power, man. If everybody knows about herbs, those herbs have to compete with Big Pharma, or Big Pharma has to compete with herbs. So just like Esau being a cheater in the race, he zaps the potency of the herbs. You know? So you can still say, man, fuck it, just give me the Tylenol. Fuck it, just take me to the doctor. You know what I mean? That's what he wants you to do. All right. But like I said, once again, anthocyanins are antioxidants that's found in certain colorful foods, such as the berries. All right, berries, cabbage, eggplants, purple potatoes. Those rich colors, man. That red, that black, that purple. So wait a minute. Why is it that in a fruit kingdom, in the planet Earth, kingdom of the planet, color is a beautiful thing, and it's medicine, it's rich, it's flavor, it's life. But in the human world, melanin is a curse. Oh, there goes the black guys. You know, melanin is a curse. But just like in the people kingdom, the nation is stripped of melanin, which is not. It's not all about melanin, but just for education's sake, for enlightenment's sake. You know. What was I saying? But what he did, that's why he did. He took food and bleached it, man. He took the earth and bleached it and hybrided it and genetically modified it. He made that outcome normal. So now your go-to is something that's most likely detrimental to your health. All right, same thing with Esau. He took himself. This basically, he's like a bleached person. He's a cooked leper, man. All right. But he took how he looked, and on a deeper level, he took his nature and normalized it. And this, what he called a free world, man. The freakish boyish nature, he normalized it. Do as thou wilt. All right, well, really, you know, the natural way for humans is to be under the laws, statutes, and commandments, because those are the guidelines to live in this planet. Now, he only showed up his word to Jacob, you know, but in the kingdom, everybody's going to have to submit to the laws, statutes, and commandments, man, because that's how you stay civilized in Yahawah's beautiful planet. All right, in Yahawah's paradise, you have to follow these house rules, man. All right. But with that, I hope this is edifying. You know, I hope, you know, some information was dropped that's valuable. I know within this matrix, all right, this food matrix, sometimes you'll find yourself, I find myself buying some certain products, and it might say organic or whatever, but it is really something that's made in a laboratory, you know. They took earth and altered it and called it organic. But really, just when you buy the product from the earth, all right, that's the product, man. All right. And that's what our body recognizes, and that's what it works with. It works in synergy with what the earth produces. All right. Then when you cleanse and you eat like that for an extended period of time, you feel better. You look better. Your mind is sharper. Your body is more. You have more vitality, you know. But I mean, that's pretty much the point. With that, I hope you were edified. Once again, I want to give our honor and glory to Yahawah Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakadash. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba Baal, come Shalom.